fell. When we broke in, it was different. It was victory at night, wild. But it's turned your mind, hasn't it? The blood.
And you grabbed a woman? Just one after so many years sitting in a tent.
I'm taking you somewhere safe, where you'll be safe from others and safe from yourself.
Why worry about me? One girl with a burning torch that is a fire to see.
Why provoke me? Why?
Because I'm Cassandra. And devoted to Apollo. I'm his priestess. I'm his wife. Every night, my God possesses me, feels me. The rape of his priestess will lead to the destruction of the Greeks. Someone will come looking for me. Even now he's prowling around. Take your pleasure or not, it will end the same way. I know. I can see it all. Only the face is big. That's the missing detail, just the face of the man who will bring everything crashing down on you.
Tied and gagged until you're sane. It's the only way. On.
Who are you? What do you want?
Agamemnon.
You.
Yes. And you?
Astyanax.
Polyxena.
Daughter of Priam.
Yes.
Grandson. Hector's son.
Yes.
So, we face each other. King to king.
Mocking Greek.
Troy doesn't exist anymore. Don't talk of kings, your majesty. I have no kingdom. And when did you last see yours? What's your kingdom but a line of tents on the seashore?
I did not aim for Troy's complete destruction. More happened than I intended, but I doubt if you'll believe me. Even kings can't force people to believe in their hearts of hearts. A simple truth, but not at first apparent. Where's Cassandra?
We don't know. She started running about with a torch. One of the guards took her away.
Why do you want her?
I have a soft spot for fortune tellers. She'll keep me company a while.
She says we're going to die, and we should be glad. That's what she said before, just before she started setting fire to things.
Death, the way to escape? Is that what she means? Riddles, even now. Riddles and lunacy, my dear sister.
Our deaths will offend the gods, so she says, and the gods will avenge Troy.
Why should the gods care about two more corpses? There is a hill of bodies amongst the ruins. What could we have done to justify this? The gods are far away and different. If not, they're mad and savage.
Cassandra still believes. And isn't she always right? That's what my father said. He said it once. I remember. But then he went out to face Achilles. Run!
Run far away. The Greek army's hitting like a rabble. Let's run! Keep running!
Instead, you said we must die for Troy. And if we died, you said we wouldn't die, but be remembered, famous for generations. That's what she said.
We will still be dead.
Oh, come.
Can you hear the Trojan say no, no? Can you hear the Trojan say no, no? Can you hear the Trojan say we can't hear a fucking thing? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. We're going to Mycenae. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera.
Sorry, sir.
Soldier, there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, sir.
Find Hecuba. Bring her here. Treat her kindly. I want everything to be as ready as possible, in case the weather changes so we can set sail. Discipline's disintegrating all around. Chanting on duty's the least of it. Go!
Yes, sir.
Not you.
Sir.
Have you been here since the beginning?
Yes, sir. 10 years.
Why? Why did you come?
Patriotic reasons, sir.
Really? Soldier, relax.
Perhaps it was more due to boredom. Sir, it was a long time ago when I made my choice.
It's been a long siege. I've been really bored here.
Likewise, sir.
These years sitting in a tent. I own a palace. What's become of it?
And I had a farm. But the Trojan horse, that was a stroke of genius. For that, sir, you'll be famous forever.
Ulysses and his Trojan horse. The trick worked. A trick that would be famous, so men say. We got inside those walls and killed them by the pair. Some broke out, sailed away, some survived. Gutters ran with blood. All thanks to my Trojan horse. No man knows what he's doing until it's finished. The work and the habit cannot be undone.
But, sir, we can leave here. When the wind picks up again, at least, we could be bored somewhere else.
I was in the palace. Palace of Troy. Magnificent. And we destroyed it. And how few survived. The tally. Queen Hecuba, I'm glad to say. 2 daughters, Elixina and Cassandra.
The strange one?
None stranger. 1 daughter-in-law. And a grandson. Andromache and Astyanax.
Hector's family. He was a good soldier, a brave man, if you don't mind me saying so, sir.
We killed so many there. Automatically. Our swords rising up and down like some kind of harvest. I hadn't seen it before. The end of a siege without a surrender. I was young when it came to this war, when I first pitched my tent. Tell me, did you hate the Trojans? Are you one of those that shouts when Calchas urges us on?
What's Hecuba to me, or me to Hecuba, that I should hate her, or any of the others? Sir, Calchas has a way with the crowd, and I killed my share of Trojans. But I'm just doing what a soldier does, earning my pay, shouting and fighting is required. You need to fit in, sir, when you're a soldier, if you want to live to be an old soldier.
Calchas, Lord High Priestess. She knows how to make an army flare up. There always seems to be more light than heat. Tempers cool quickly, though. The generals just hear the shouts and cries. That's what reaches them in their tents. Look, there. Hecuba's coming. Look at her face. Queen's half deranged.
Sir, did you see your husband cut down?
No.
She did. I saw her too. Your Highness. Is there anything you need?
Please, leave her alone.
Please!
Who trusts anything? Who trusts power? Who trusts the power of kings? Trust. Look at our city. A marvel, a power, a ruin. Look at me. Look at Troy. Queen of a dead king. Queen of a dead city. How far they came, our allies, from across the Black Sea, from where the Tiber runs into the Ottawa, I can't remember the name of it. But they came, platoons, battalions, and they died. Great walls, mighty palaces, strong towers, rubble, ashes, ruin. They loot even as they burn. Burning and looting, and these Greeks make up their minds. Men scuttle about, smoke rises up, sacks bursting with plunder, with what was ours. Burn some, murder the rest. 10 years of war, and now the result. A few days of frenzy, and then back to the ships, back to Greece. Plunder, prisoners, stolen gold, raped women, slaves. All was foreseen. I saw it all. Cassandra saw it all. Oh, my daughter, priestess, prophet. We warned them of what was to come, and now, here it is. Oh, what joy and foresight. And how did my husband die, the venerable King Priam? The left hand clutched his hair, and that son of Achilles bent his head back. The right hand stabbed him in the throat, but oh, the knife came out clean. What? Neck broken already. Dead already. Well, dead, certainly, he made sure. No pity for an old man. No pity. Pity, lust, and rage. Lust for the women who survive. Dice are being thrown. Bargains are being made. Even old women are plunder. Having said that, they fear to assign a master to me. Old Hecuba is poison. Weep if it will help.
You ask us to weep. We've wept. Haven't you noticed? 10 years of dying.
And so 10 years of weeping.
10 years of war and then defeat.
When have our tears stopped?
They are as constant as yours.
Here, put your hands in the dust. What else remains of Troy but dust and ourselves? Strip off your clothes, let them perish with the city, and show yourselves to your masters. They own your flesh, let them see it. Flesh caked with dust. Flesh streaked with tears for Hector. best of sons, the best of men. Oh, weep like you've never wept before.
We've wept for Hector. We hadn't paused. When he fell, our cries could be heard on ships at sea.
When Achilles killed him, tears then, tears now.
Tears and dust, nothing more. What are we but dust that cries?
When he died, I tore my flesh. I bled at his funeral. I stripped off the bandages. I beat my chest. I cried. I screamed. What else could I do for Hector? And now, his father, your king, my husband, and King Priam has been murdered, butchered. And he endured 2 wars, not like us.
The Greeks under Agamemnon. Before that, the Greeks under Hercules.
The life under siege.
And a death. And now he's dust. Nothing but dust.
And he is free. Oh, I lament for him. Hey, he should lament for us. He won't be trussed up and carried in a parade. He won't dangle from a post on a cart. He won't feel another blow. He's free.
Happy is Priam.
Happy is Priam.
Happy is Priam.
Happy among the pious dead.
The ship carried us here. We suffered. We caused suffering. The ship will carry us away. A little pause on the shore, then back to oblivion we go. And such is life.
Think of that yourself?
Well, fuck off. I've never thought of anything myself. Never.
It's true, though. It's sort of true.
I heard it as a lad in the theater. I thought it was shit. First it ended up like that. I still think it's shit.
Will a ship carry us away?
The wind picks up.
Perhaps it'll carry us all the way down to the bottom, back to oblivion.
Yeah, if the wind picks up too much.
We've spent more time here waiting than suffering or causing suffering. We're still waiting. Waiting. But it will pass.
It will all pass.
Does anyone own you? Has anyone bid for you yet?
Why should I be told? I'm just property.
Handsome property. Remarkably handsome. Have you been hurt?
I was raped. It's a common tale. Oh, but he didn't cut my throat. It made me think he was a gentleman.
It's done. The war's over.
Scars remain.
Leave us.
How long? How long must we wait? When will the wind pick up? We were becalmed 10 years ago waiting to sail here. Now we must wait again to leave.
How long have we left in our country to sit upon our shore?
Are the gods keeping us here? Embarrassed by the massacre they allowed, trying to keep the word from spreading?
Can anything embarrass the gods?
Lucky we weren't at sea then.
Yes, that's true. But his grave was cracked. The ground was open where we buried Achilles!
The darling of the gods. So we thought.
He killed Hector, but was shot down by his brother.
The great Achilles, killed by Ponce, Paris.
The gods move in mysterious ways. Their wonders to perform.
Polixena was promised to me. She's a princess. A worthy sacrifice.
She's yours. Enjoy her as you will. As a girl, as a boy.
I offer her to Achilles.
He's dead.
My father's grave is cracked open.
A second chorus.
Son of Achilles.
Who has done nothing braver than kill an old man?
No defender left. He cut him down.
Isn't that true?
It's true.
Yet still he boasts because of his father.
And what shall be done to make amends?
To your father's grave?
To my father! He was great even before he came here. The pride of Greece. He had waged war against Thebes, against Thrace, across the Aegean, everywhere victorious. He tumbled cities. He dragged down kings. He slaughtered his enemies.
He was the most violent man alive.
That was the boast.
But when he wasn't happy with the spoils, he sat and mooned in his tent. At least, that's what I've heard.
Yes, he was a sulking psychopath.
You can judge a nation by its heroes. And we've no heroes left. Are we a nation no more?
Achilles is still owed a debt. He didn't need this war for his reputation, but he came here and killed Hector. He conquered Troy. You plundered it, and that is the difference.
You are young. Lucky for you. I stay calm in the face of your father's rage. And not only are you young, you've inherited his temper. But he who has the most power should have the most endurance.
But sir, what Pierce is saying openly is being said everywhere in private.
It's said everywhere. It can't be private.
Polixena was promised to me. But she is a worthy sacrifice for Achilles.
Meaning what?
Cut her throat over his grave.
They wouldn't.
It would.
They will.
Agamemnon won't let them. Watch.
It's what you did to your own daughter 10 years ago.
I was compelled.
Who compelled the commander-in-chief?
His army! I am the king of Mycenae. The others are volunteers. They stay as long as they're willing. The army believed the sacrifice was needed to raise the west wind, did they not?
They did. Sir, they were right.
The priest said, my daughter died, the wind picked up. Perhaps a breeze might have come along by itself, without a bloody death, by sacrificial knives.
What I'm demanding now is custom and practice.
I pull a victory with murder. Your father shedding the blood to make him famous for generations. I can't offer him anything more. Pierce, if the conqueror is moderate, the conquered might accept defeat. Then the conquest can endure.
If they're all dead, there won't be one objection. Cut throats. Go home. Cut the lot if you're worried. I'll do it.
You know, the higher we are raised by fortune, the more we should fear. Pride goes before a fall. I've been proud. I repent. Priam was the king of Troy. Where is he now? He wouldn't yield to Helen. He's dead. Now, am I not the king of Mycenae the same way?
Are you a Greek or a fucking barbarian?
Stop! Don't overstep the mark. I wanted Troy humbled, not destroyed. We broke into one last desperate trick, thanks to Ulysses. Then we went too far.
What fun we had, didn't we?
I lost control of my troops, I admit it. I saved a life here and there. Hundreds died around me. Enough, I say.
Sir! The army wants to go home!
I, too, want to get away from here.
Then cut the bitch's head off and give my father his reward!
I can't give him any greater reward than his fame.
You talk of humility, but you're proud as ever. You're jealous of Achilles, of my father. Always were. Always will be. No. I've killed one king already. It's a taste I might acquire. Try me! When did you last stick a blade in anyone? Peace. Please, peace.
Why peace now?
Let Agamemnon kill Pyrrhus.
And if Pyrrhus
the woman. The gods speak to her. Everybody knows that. Or are you too proud?
Brethren, you're both Greeks. Remember your duty to the army. I've slaughtered chickens, pigs, and goats. Even goats. I've examined their entrails while they still throbbed.
Nice. Pyrrhus. But before you say anything more, very reverend mother, might I just remind you that my father, Achilles, descended from 3 divinities, Thetis, Acus, Jove. So from the 3 divine realms, the sea, the underworld, the heavens. How's that for a family tree?
Is he mad? Lunatic.
No worse than the priestess, you'll see.
Can we hear from Caucus?
Fate grants our departure at the customary price.
What custom?
A young woman must be killed over the grave of our greatest hero, dressed as his bride.
Yes!
But Polyxena is not enough.
You're gonna get your fucking head cut off!
The heir to Priam, Hector's last son, must be thrown to his death from the last tower of Troy. This is a prophecy of necessity.
That was in the entrails of a pig. Even the bit about the last standing tower?
That was in one of the chickens. I'm merely the spokesperson. A tool for the gods.
A tool! That's what you are! You prophesize what the majority want to hear. Always. How strange.
There's nothing strange in the piety of the army. I'm grateful for their faith. They understand that my intelligence is attuned to divine intelligence, and that this intelligence can be trusted.
I'll get her head off with one clean swing. Dress her up. I'll sharpen the blade. Sir, it's the divine will.
I am not to blame. Let it all be wiped out. Let me be forgotten.
No appeal against the priestess. Agamemnon, ever victorious, ever defeated.
2 more to die? And then? But what then? When the head's cut off, what's left?
The trunk.
And the head. The gap in between.
We scattered incense at funerals for 10 years. For 10 years, I served the priests. And for 10 years, I heard of the ghostly prospects of our dead heroes.
Are you talking about the underworld? The land of the dead? Where they get guarded by Cerberus, the 3-headed dog?
The only 3-headed dogs are in freak shows, and most of those are fake.
So
nothing.
So nothing ever again.
When we die, we escape.
when the ashes are in the urn, the worries are gone.
When you die, you go back to where you were before you were born.
Made an offer for you to the auctioneer. A good one. A much higher offer than anyone else.
I thank you for your offer, but sadly, the auctioneer didn't discuss it with me. Nor will I get a percentage. Nothing can I call my own but death. But so long as I have that, I can say farewell to any master. however much he has paid for my body.
You can do much worse. Much worse than me. We didn't make the world, but we must live in it. We have nowhere else to go and life must go on. Death will wait for you.
And your wife. Every morning I can expect to be beaten by her.
When my farm was sold to pay off my debts, she ran off with a trader from Crete. Took our son with her. That's what I've heard. Wasn't let you I'm stuck here.
Shame that you didn't stay home.
I was young.
He's alive now. So far, he hasn't died. If it wasn't for my son, I'd be dead. Though, I did die when I saw Hector dragged through the dust, tied to a chariot, a mangled corpse. That was the fall of Troy. My Troy. My world. That I would be dead without a son. Hector's son. Our son. As it is, I'm dead but still suffering. Because of him, I still pray to the gods, so I must believe in them still, that follows. But I have no hope. But still I pray. But I pray because I'm afraid for him, and there's nothing else to be done. To have fear and no hope is torture. No hope. Much fear. Torture.
Haven't we sunk as far as we can? We've touched bottom, haven't we?
No, I doubt it.
Do the gods have yet another test for us?
Astyanax is still here. So far he hasn't died.
Why these words now? What have you heard?
They test us to destruction until we're rent apart. I woke up early this morning. It was still night. Hector woke me up. I remember my dream. Hector. I dreamed of Hector. But no longer was he a general, a commander, a hero. No glorious leader. His hair was dirty. He hadn't washed his face. Get up. That's what he said. Quickly, get up before he dies. And he told me to hide our son. I embraced him. He wasn't there. But where can I hide Astyanax?
With his father.
Kill him before the Greeks do?
No, Hector's tomb still stands. Little else does. And say he's been killed already. Many have escaped with their lives being thought to be dead.
In the tomb?
Where else?
Astyanax? Astyanax? Astyanax! Mother, the Greeks are coming. That's old news, Mother. They've been here for a decade. They're coming for you, for me.
The son of Hector and the grandson of Priam. If Troy existed, he would be its king.
Go into the tomb. Can't I wait until I'm dead? Hide, go.
Bury yourself and live.
Only if I'm dead and buried will I be safe. Hide, please.
Now!
It's all too obvious, Mother. There's nowhere else. All too obvious. And if they touch me, they will be putting their heads into a noose. No, each man his own particular noose. Apollo will strike down each one. So why should we resist? But I'll go. Practice being a corpse.
Ulysses. Is he making his way here? Yes.
Andromache, forgive me. Which is a strange opening because you don't know what it is I need forgiveness for.
No. Whatever it is, the answer's the same.
And please don't regard my words as mine. They come from my mouth, but I'm just the mouthpiece to the army. I'm mouthing what others have decided.
What?
What's really strange is the origin of it all. We came here to free an abducted woman. King Menelaus sent messengers for all the Greeks and others. Kidnapped, the messengers said. They told us his wife had been taken by force, stolen away by Paris the pirate. We needed to act, they said, to live freely in security. Yes, that's what they said. Freely in security, this very word, repeated and repeated.
What have you come to say?
And we believed him. And we launched a punitive expedition to punish Troy. Just to punish. Burn crops, seize cattle, take prisoners, and force a trade, our prisoners for Helen. Many for one, it seemed a good plan.
What do you want with us? What have you come to say?
Defensive, you see. That was the initial aim of the war. We wanted to deter pirates, criminals and madmen. We wanted to protect our shores. Homeland security and all that.
Why are you playing with her? Give her your news, short and straight.
But Troy resisted. You opposed us vigorously. Some people thought we weren't defending our own territory. Some people thought we were attacking other people's. Your king found allies. Many allies. And the truth became clear to everyone except Menelaus that Helen had left of her own free will.
What have you come to say?
So it was adultery, not abduction. But can adultery justify an army? But we couldn't just go home. Far too many lives being lost just to sail away. So, our war aims grew to match the cost.
What have you come to say?
And my understanding grew too. It's pointless to settle the aims of a war before the war, whichever way it takes. Who knows? So just get on with the fighting. And at the end, find a justification to fit it all. At the end, balance blood loss with gains made. At the end, only at the end, make it be doing something worthwhile.
Tell me, what have you come to say? What is the sentence?
So, we started with an abduction that never was. And now we find we're here for world peace. Funny, isn't it?
No.
Now that we've destroyed Troy, we have to go on. We have to make the destruction complete.
Why?
If Troy wasn't terrible, what we've done wouldn't be just, so Troy must be terrible. As Troy is terrible, it must be destroyed completely, otherwise the war will be renewed, so the argument goes. So, here we are, for world peace.
What?
As if Troy could be the only cause of future wars. Calchas has all that said. Calchas, our most entertaining priestess. Calchas, lady of doom. Out of a love of justice and piety, the Trojan race must die. Extermination, that's the policy. But why, I ask you why? Because Menelaus can't face the truth. And moreover, why did the gods speak through the entrails of a chicken? Being gods, I thought they might find a better means. Something simpler, more elegant, less messy.
We are all to be exterminated.
Not quite. Not women. Or old men. Men too old for women. Virile men and boys, they die.
There's not one here.
Where's your son?
Dead. Killed when the palace was stormed.
He's been seen.
Not Astyanax. Impossible. Must have been another boy. One of those orphans you've made.
I'll let Calchas know. World peace! That's what she says she's after. We'll certainly leave behind a cosmopolitan graveyard. Soldiers have come to die here from all over the world. The Brotherhood of the Tomb. How peaceful. Which brings me to my second piece of news, Hector's tomb. Your husband was a great man. I always admired him, and his tomb is a fitting memorial. Yet it doesn't please Calchas. Not only must the Trojan race be wiped out, but all monument must vanish too. A wild desire for obliteration has seized the army. So Calchas says, remove Troy from the map. So Calchas says. Therefore the tomb must be demolished.
No! Sacrilege and madness!
I couldn't agree with you more. Sergeant!
Sir!
Are the sappers ready to begin work on the tomb?
Yes, sir! All assembled, ready, and waiting for your orders!
But it's sacrilege! You'll damn yourselves! Curse yourselves! You can't! You mustn't.
Sir?
Tell them to begin.
Very good, sir.
Don't begin! Stop! Hector's tomb is also a monument to the Greeks. It's a monument for you. Hector died fighting Greece. How can you be so blind?
Because I have my orders.
Which reflect mine.
Wait!
What follows, hubris?
Nemesis. I know. Pride and security lead to defeat and insecurity as night follows day, so it's called instead. Try saying that to the megaphone of the gods. 10 years of war have left their mark, and she was always a little wild. The voice of passion is better than the voice of reason. Passions can't change history, so it's common sense. Calchas is all passion. It's an education to watch her address a crowd. She's such a wayward word. Go.
Let's go fucking Mento! Let's go fucking Mento! La la la! La la la!
Resurrected, I see.
Brought back to life for you to kill.
The war has turned our army into an animal. A wolf with fangs and an appetite to devour everything. Sorry. Your grandfather failed to come to terms when he could. Sorry. I have to take you away.
This is evil! What's sacred now?
What Calchas wants is sacred. So Calchas says, and Calchas stirs and stirs. Death, destruction, departure, the 3 Ds. That's the policy. A homeward voyage with nothing living left behind, and not one stone standing on another. That's the divine will. And the popular will, so Calchas says.
No hope there?
No.
Agamemnon? Menelaus?
Agamemnon sits in his tent drinking unwatered wine. Why does it rain on the sea? He repeats to himself. Why does it rain on the sea? Menelaus has lost his mind, but in a different way, thanks to Helen. He thinks of nothing but her. He's got her back. What else matters? In short, the leaders of the army have grown tired of leading. We must go.
How can you?
Because I must.
As to next. Just 2 minutes more. My king, my son, our last king.
each to a different home.
A different prison.
But where?
Perhaps Sicily.
Perhaps Crete.
But please not Sparta.
Perhaps Athens?
Perhaps Corinth.
And not Mycenae.
It would be bad to be captive where Helen was queen, and maybe queen again.
It would be worse to sail with Agamemnon, back to his wife, back to her remorse for the daughter he sacrificed.
And Hecuba?
She was eyes to the blind, feet to the lame, a mother to the poor.
She was a queen of pity, of charity. The gods have made her a slave.
But whose?
Fate not clear.
Decision deferred. But Helen, beautiful and vicious, has landed on her feet. Clouds of years have died for her. Yes, she smiles.
Infatuated after all these years? But why doesn't he pick some young girl? Satisfy himself with her? Why is Menelaus so constant when she is so false? Squatting in his tent all these years.
Menelaus still believes she was carried away, kidnapped?
Oh, he believes she struggled, fought, and screamed. But Paris didn't have scratches on his face. He had them on his back. He showed me.
She ran ahead of them to the ships she urged them to hurry. She's here.
And now I must be deceitful again. To please Menelaus, I must help with the sacrifice. I must trick Polyxena. But it's a kindness. How will I help her by telling the truth? To be true or to be kind? Some would say I can be neither. They're liars. But it must be easier to be plain and honest. I didn't ask to be beautiful. Fate handed me the role, and therefore men want me and women adore me. At first. So many want to be close to beauty. To be thought beautiful, but they all expect devotion in return. How can anybody be adored on all sides and true in all directions? I can't. I have some strange and good news for you.
Tell good news.
You're his bride, and I come to you dressed, transformed to the image of a princess about to marry a prince.
Strange indeed to be married in a graveyard, where not even all the dead are buried.
There are bodies scattered across the plain, mostly Trojans, but Greeks as well. They're there because of you and your second marriage. Do you see war as an interlude between wedding feasts? And what of the sound of weeping women, or is that a Greek custom? You hate me, and you blame me for everything, but it was a Trojan ship that came to Greece.
I didn't send for Paris. Paris came for me! I was told to marry Menelaus. Like Polyxena, I had no freedom. Menelaus is older than my father, and now I live by his grace alone. I must serve him in all ways, anticipate every desire, and hope that no lines appear on my face. I was married at 15. Will some other girl catch his eye? I don't know.
Are you weeping for yourself or for me?
Both!
A kindly Greek urged me to run away,
Rather than be married to a Greek.
rather than be killed. Is it true?
Yes.
An honest word.
And a better fate than to be married to that creature.
No.
The sacrifice for a dead man is shorter than for one who lives, and my sacrifice will be for Troy as well. No, my child. Oh, there were so many. I had children all about me. Now from his grave, Achilles wants to drag you down. Oh, Paris, why didn't I listen to what they said about you? By protecting one, I have lost them all, except Cassandra. There will never be a kinder mother. The Greeks think that they are extracting revenge for Achilles, but they are helping us to our revenge. The gods will settle the account in their good time, but it will be settled. I couldn't see it before, but now I can. I understand Cassandra. If only we had listened before it was too late.
Hasn't there been enough sacrifice?
I must go.
Oh, haven't I sacrificed enough?
And what about the rest of us? What did the slave market decide? Your home will be an island. Sculos, you belong to Pyrrhus the Mad. Pyrrhus. Him. To take me and use me as he likes.
He says he admires you. He says he'd pick you over all women.
He killed my father. His father killed my husband.
And so he wants to marry the wife of a man killed by his father. Achilles killed Hector. Pyrrhus must take Hector's young widow. Pyrrhus wants to match his father. Pyrrhus will never match his father. His problem is simple. His problem can't be solved. It drives him mad. Ever more mad.
But he's promised in marriage to the daughter of Menelaus. Your daughter. When she's 14, the whole world knows.
He wants to provoke Menelaus, just as his father did. Bring it on, he says. Ever more mad. Pyrrhus the Mad. Your prince.
Lucky Cassandra. Lucky Cassandra, that's all I can say. To be exempt, protected by Apollo.
She's not.
A priestess?
The gods are betting her now. No orders.
There.
Oh!
She took them off when we told her the news.
What are the orders?
What orders?
From Agamemnon, Your Majesty.
Oh, a girl for Agamemnon. A girl for Agamemnon. Girl for Agamemnon. Thine, O Lord, is the greatness